Hi, welcome. So, today we're going to talk about a psychic's guide to relationships. So, I can't tell you how many clients come and see me about relationship troubles and not knowing what to do about their relationships and not knowing what to do about their marriages. Should I stay with my significant other? Should we break up? Should we go to counseling? Is there someone else out there for me? Or a lot of my clients have been single a long time. Is my soulmate out there? And, if I see a soulmate, I'm going to tell you all about it. And I'm going to tell you everything from top to bottom about this person, the do's and don'ts, the ins and outs, the things that you can identify this person by, specific personality traits or what they do for a living or their names or certain things that they're going to, have trouble with. And that is, I have to say, I know it sounds crazy, but that's my favorite part. I love doing research on love and energetics, and there was a time period in my life where I was traveling back and forth to DC, like, I don't know, twice a month, and I had the most magical moments in the airport. I don't know why, probably because I'm a medium, but I would just get to talking with these people in the airport, either sitting next to me or in line to get on the airport, and they would tell me their life story and tell me their love story with their mate. And it just made me feel so good to know that there are good people in this world making good, healthy relationships. And I think that's really the point of living. Yes, enlightenment and getting past, addictions and attachments and all of that Buddhist philosophy stuff. Love it. Can't get enough of it. Totally get it. And I also choose to have my own belief of I think life is all about relationships and learning to be the most loving person to yourself first and foremost, and then learning to be the most loving person towards another. And it's when we master it towards ourselves, we can master it towards another. And when you don't love yourself and don't have that self-worth, that self-love, then our other relationships, it takes a toll. So I really enjoy giving readings and talking about relationships, giving hope in this way when it's there, and being able to tune into that because when you're in despair and you don't know what to do, a reading can really help you with that. Now, let's talk about energetically what happens if you do something wrong in a relationship. And I don't want to say that there's right or wrong, there's only lessons, but I want to talk about energetically what it does when you have energetic sloppiness. I talk about this all the time. Don't be sloppy with your energy. So in a dating relationship, you need to cut off one relationship to start another. Energetically, yes, there are exceptions to the rules, okay? So there's an exception to every rule, absolutely. But they're exceptions. They are not the rule. So do unto others as you would want to do unto you, right? Okay, so if you're in a relationship with someone and you're thinking about someone else, or you're texting someone else, or you're Snapchatting someone else, then that energetic code is getting sloppy, or if you've taken it one step further and you have two relationships going at the same time and no one knows about each other, that's making your life sloppy. Don't you think that that's going to have a ripple effect across everything else? It is, my friend. It is going to affect you first and foremost. It's going to happen in your body. It's going to affect your body. It's going to affect your mind. It's going to affect everything else around you. Because here's the thing, what happens inside your body and what happens inside your chakras produces your aura, produces the energy around your body. If stuff is going on here, if you're stressed out and you're like trying to keep your relationship under wraps because you don't want your other relationship to find about your other relationship or your other relationship, It's going to affect your body. It's going to affect the way you feel, the way that you talk to people, everything. And so I always say, be energetically clean. So cut it off with one person before you start it with another. Also, be clear with your intentions. If you're not clear with your intentions and you don't know what you're doing, then take some time to think about it, because it's really important in relationships to be clear on what you want, and even if you're clear on what you want and you've been energetically clear with the people that are involved, then there's also human nature, and then also free will that comes into play also. You will learn your lessons one way or another. Now, the next question is, how do you attract your ideal mate? One answer: you be the ideal mate. You focus on yourself. You don't go out there searching and finding and trying to find your soulmate and all of that. Now, ladies, let me tell you something. I want to be really clear about this. So, there's female energy and male energy. If you start chasing a guy and start calling him and texting him and say, oh, I see this new band that's coming out, do you want to go with me? That is all masculine energy. Men are supposed to do that. And here's the thing. It's not... Everybody knows that I'm a true feminist at heart. Let's be honest. I love men, but I'm a feminist, and there's no like right or wrong, men should do this, women should do this. But I'm just talking energetically. If you start chasing a man and doing everything that a man's supposed to do, he's not gonna feel manly and come after you. The same thing. So the next question is, what about same-sex relationships? It is the same exact thing there. Don't go chasing a person. If you feel like you're chasing, if you feel like you are pulling at them energetically, like, oh, well, I haven't talked to him all day, so I'm going to text him and see what they're doing, or text her and see what she's doing, and there isn't that energetic flow there, like, maybe it's not there. You know what I mean? And so you have to be really intuitive about this when it comes to relationships, because you don't want to be the chaser. You don't want to chase after a person. It should be a mutual push and pull. It should be a mutual infatuation. It should be a mutual passionate development. And enjoy every minute of it. If you're feeling anxious and being like, why isn't he calling me? Why isn't he coming around? Why isn't he asking me out? What's going on? Or why is she not answering her phone when I call? Why is she not making the effort when I ask her out? I'm asking her out, but she's like always busy all the time. If they want to hang out with you, they will hang out with you. If they want to hang out with you, they will ask you. Stop making excuses for the other people and stop wasting your time. Start to know your self-worth in your relationships and start to understand the energy around the push and the pull and understand what it's like from the other side. Men and women, men want to be the pursuers no matter what they say. They want to pursue the ladies. They want the cat and mouse game, and it's not a game, but let the man be the man. So many marriages fall apart because the women take control and they're so controlling they don't allow the man to do anything or think that anything is right. And they always feel like they're doing stuff wrong and they can never please their lady. I hear this so many times. And then when I guide my clients, hey, let go of control and start letting your guy be a guy. It starts falling back into place, and then they feel loved and desired and nurtured. Women should be nurtured and taken care of emotionally, and if your guy's not doing that, then exit out and find a different one, because that's what you deserve. Same thing with women. So guys, for the women that you're dating, if she's out and not paying attention to you and not giving you the love and the nurturing that you need in return, cut her out, because she's not the right one either. Energetically speaking, You know, women that are strong and assertive, you do have to come on stronger. You do have to get their attention in that way. So be bold and be brave and do that. And if your woman's not appreciating that, she's not the one, you know? So that's kind of the ins and outs of energy and relationships in men and women. I do want to dabble on same-sex relationships just a little bit more because it's the same exact thing as males and females. So my best friend and her partner have been together for years. They've just started fostering 2 little boys. And over the years, they have had difficulties in their relationships relating to one another. And you know, one person is more nurturing and the other person is more distant. And learning the ebb and flow in that and adjusting into that has been huge for them, you know, and it is all about fulfilling your partner's needs and learning your partner's needs and learning your partner's love language. If you've not read the book, The 5 Love Languages, please pick it up because this will help you in every single relationship that you have, okay? So there's a little test in the back of the book. You can even take the test online, actually, and it takes no time. It tells you what love language you are, tells you how you receive love and how you give love. And then if your partner does that as well, how they receive love. Like my love language is quality time and words of affirmation. You better tell me how much you love me and why, and then spend time with me. And then, you know, I've dated people in the past whose love language is physical touch. And, you know, I have to always hold their hand and touch them and hug them and love on them. And I've dated other people in the past that are not like that at all whatsoever, and that their love language is actually gifts. And so me going and getting little special gifts for them every now and then is how that they feel loved. And so it's really tuning into each other and learning each other in a deeper way that's so meaningful. But all in all, I just want everybody to know their self-worth. And if your partner is not making you happy, follow your intuition, follow your gut, because your soulmate is out there and they will come and find you.